Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the GG.Bet Winter Cup. My name is SquidCS, and we've only got one series left for today, and that will be me for the whole tournament. This is literally my last show of the year, so very excited to be bringing you all the action. And what a series we've got to finish this one off. A UK team, obviously, Phoenix. Not playing favourites, of course. Here I'm going to stay completely neutral, but obviously they're going to be playing SKADE right now on the center stage, and I think that this is going to be a really interesting series. We've got a Phoenix team who have been firing on all cylinders. They've definitely showed that they've got the components to be one of the better teams in this tournament and really punch up some numbers. We also talked about this group earlier. We just saw Ambush just half an hour or so ago completely rip their way through that opening map. And we said that this was a very stacked group. This Group B, maybe even much better than Group A, I would personally say. And these two teams as well. You've got a SKADE side who, on paper, have a lot more experience, maybe even the better team, but a couple of shaky results as of late against the Phoenix side, who have absolutely battered their way through WESG groups. And right here on the center stage, looking for a big win, a big victory here in this series for a spot in these massive matchups. So we are getting into this series in just a few moments. I think I can actually break down the maps. We've got Train coming up first. Really glad to see that one. Big proponent of Train, big lover of Train me. Also Mirage being the second map of the day, and then Inferno being the third and final. So thank you very much for joining me. The other thing that I've got to mention is, why not get in that Twitch chat and get asking questions and all of that jazz? I love communicating with the Twitch chat. So last series of the year, for me personally, let's get into the action here on this server. SKADE Phoenix about to go live in just a few moments here on Train. And what a series. I've got to say that Train, Mirage, probably my two favourite maps to cast. Probably Overpass as well up there. I'd say maybe Overpass is my favourite. And then Train and then Mirage. So really good, solid set of maps. Yeah, for this one today. Let me get that Twitch chat open, boys and girls. Let's see what we've got going on. Obviously, this knife round actually quite influential, being quite a CT-sided map. The ad was much louder. You know what? I'll turn the ad down. People keep complaining about the ads. Do you sit or stand while you're casting the game? You know what? I actually do a little bit of both. I sometimes, because my my arm for my mic is really quite big, not to brag or anything, but big arms right here. I can stand up. It's actually at standing height, or I can sit down. And I've also got this like bar stool kind of chair that either puts me down quite near the ground, really quite low, or it can actually sit me up so I'm at standing height. So I can either stand or sit at whatever height that I want. It's quite nice. It's quite flexible. I think the trick is also, if you feel the energy starting to maybe drop, then maybe standing up's better for a couple of moments. Maybe you stand up during a couple of the key rounds. Just move your arm. Also, yeah, gives you a bit of energy, gives you a bit of a pump. So, Phoenix. A couple of really decent results as of late, whereas SKADE, it's been a bit of a rocky road. Let's see what they've got here in this first map of the series. First map of this tournament for both of these teams. This is the opener. Of course, we're going to be trying to meet and greet those other teams from Group A, hopefully. Spellin, he's taking the attention towards Ivy, just maybe trying to run a bit of distraction. Maybe he can pop a couple of shots in. He's got the P250. Likewise, Spellin and Denny, both with P250s, everybody else with Glocks. So Spellin will be throwing this smoke in. That's to keep maybe a player or two on this A bomb site. You don't want the wraparound to be, but Phoenix have completely read this one. I don't know if they've seen this tactic before. I'm not too aware about SKADE's trained T-side pistol rounds, but Phoenix seem to be completely unflustered by this attempt. It's all really down to whether Spellin finds a frag, and he doesn't. Robin completely shuts him down, and these headshots are coming incredibly quickly. Smokes down, cuts off the pack. Crucial looking right over a follow-up. Passive smoke, great assassination of both Rafdu and Rain. As Denny needs the 1 versus 4, and it's not going to happen. So a really good round from Phoenix right there. First, not getting flustered on the defense, not going for an over-rotate towards the A bomb site. Really knowing what they wanted to do there. And then holding and standing their ground. Pretty easy follow-up round from Phoenix. Not losing anybody. Bomb dropped out in the open. I don't think SKADE's going to be able to do anything about this one. Here in round number 2. Not even really doing much damage either. Obviously, just a very clean and contentious round. Denny unable to do anything either. Crucial surviving on 5 points of health. Surreal as well. Everybody else 100 HP, keeping those rifles in play for round number 3. Where SKADE will be able to match the buy. It'll be AK's out, I'm pretty sure. Remember, going for third round buys like this mean that you're probably not going to have masses of utility. You're relying on probably a smoke and a flash per player. With Spellin and Rocking picking up. There, another Molotov, another smoke. So, a little low on utility here. They've got 3 smokes remaining as a lot of them get thrown down incredibly early. Rainwaker already very low on HP. And an awkward start. As Rainwaker might already be out towards the A bomb site. Nade does heavy damage. Robin loves playing this pop dog position. He'll throw a smoke in and just play right behind it. That's again what he's doing. There's Thomas Robin doing the damage. They spotted Rainwaker quite early there. Just shutting down A main's incredibly influential. Means that you don't allow these T's to get out onto the A bomb site. But the AK-47 finally opens up. A pair of frags. And Rafdu knew that there was a player up in heaven. But Crucial just moving and maneuvering his position. Means that this C4 might go down. But a man advantage for Phoenix and an opportunity to shut this one away once again, despite the opening frags earlier in the round. Spellin's been spotted, and he gets taken out of the equation. That's bomb dropped, and Krieg can't connect. Meaning 3 for Phoenix. Peppering a couple of shots through, not accurately. Rock and Spellin both fallen. What a shutdown on this A bomb site. Phoenix, I would say that they're really impressing me right now. This start has been very convincing. A 22-second round. Obviously, SKADE didn't really have much investment into that 4th, but what a shutdown. Over on this A bomb site, you know, Phoenix looking very competitive here on train early on. This CT side's obviously what it's all about. Unfortunately, we saw SJ, another team who are amazing on train, I would say, just obviously not even get to that 3rd and final map where it was played, not even posting a single good CT side. And now 2nd series. Yeah, SKADE, Caster, can you tell me where these players are from? So you've got Robin, who's Swedish, Phoenix, a UK team, and then SKADE, a Bulgarian team, playing a lot of the bigger Bulgarian lineups. Of course, Rocking and Spellin, ex-Outlaws players. So with a lot of tenure, a lot of experience at this sort of online level of play where, yeah, you're playing for maybe $10,000, $20,000. This time it's 20, so a lot of money on the board. It's a nice little Christmas present. Short tournament as well, so you're going to be putting some cash in your pocket quite quickly. So Nade bounces incorrectly. Rainwaker gets away with that one. He's been the recipient of a lot of early damage, trying to make his way pretty much single-handedly out of A main. And that hadn't been working out for him previously. Only 25 seconds left on the board. And despite taking Surreal down, SKADE not much closer to this B-bomb site, Denny. Hits a pretty influential shot, but Robin not being checked. He'll prevent that bomb from going down, even converting it to seconds. And SKADE, despite having a really decent flank, they're pretty much all out of time. Spellin hits a final headshot. 4 seconds on the board, needs to get the digits tapped in. He does. 1 second remaining on the board, and he finally now needs a finishing headshot. Mighty Max closing in on through. He's coming in from ramp side. And Spellin has yet to be spotted. Here by Silo Train, just looking to swing in and cover that bomb from afar. He's got this overlord position, but Mighty Max is coming in from behind. And with a kit in hand, he's got plenty of time to not beat around the bush, but secure all 5. And he's even got a couple of seconds on this defuse. So, although it's going to be fairly close, he'll secure the 5th. Phoenix, great start. Mighty Max looked very composed right there. Not making any mistakes. Sort of reading. Where that one was going to be played from. And yeah, Spellin maybe usually gets away with those sort of plays, but not today. So in towards the B-bomb site. Open 4 combination. Working out for Phoenix. 2 quick frags. Bomb dropped. And now Robin. He's the point man. When's he going to swing? SKADE team very aware that somebody might be over here. And yeah, just about checking the corner. Denny finds another one. They know that the B-bomb site still has defenders. And it is a double defense. There's the nade also pouring in, but not connecting. SKADE just falling back. No need to force the issue. You've found 2 early frags. It thins out the defense. It means that you're definitely not really going to walk into many players on either of these bomb sites. But trying to push and swiftly collect some information. Mighty Max posts in from the back and also gets his head ripped off. So SKADE now a man up. Now all the information gifted and granted. And they seem to want to collapse off the back of this. Thomas is really the last line of defense. You'd often see him with an AWP, but this time Crucial is looking in and eliminates the bomb from the server. Denny now wants to wrap back and take this B bomb site, but Thomas seems hyper aware. I don't know if Denny is within his audio cue. And yeah, he finally realizes it. Gets his head blown off. What a shot. Denny very aware that that connector rotate had come on through. 5-1. SKADE first on the board now. So, I am watching this Twitch chat. Remember, this is my last cast of the year. This is my last best of 3. I've actually done 43 best of 3s in this month and a half period. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I want to end it with a bang. I think we want a 3-mapper. We want absolutely everything coming on through. Want some interesting stuff. So an initial timeout. Obviously, SKADE thinking that this is a very important round. Remember that they're not going to have a lot of money if they lose this one. They'll have the loss bonus, obviously, but this is definitely a pivot round. Where if SKADE win it, it's going to be worth 2. Phoenix not going to be buying into number 8. So, M4 in hand, Surreal just holding off of this Molotov, just pushing on through and taking quite heavy damage. Robin's able to steal away a pair of frags. Not even taken out of the server yet. The AWPs are connecting, and Robin's got the secondary AWP. He wants to move on in from behind, but with 8 health left, it's all down to Rocking to try and cut away the flank. Rainwaker's been spotted. He gets taken out of the equation, and that is another Phoenix round. I seem really confident right now, and for a UK team, that is actually quite refreshing to see them actually just cluster onto these bomb sites. Robin's actually been quite a pivot. He's been poking into a lot of these situations, trying to find that initial frag or two. Crucial's been a massive member on the CT side so far, 12-3. Really good pickups, as I think SKADE will probably go for some investment here. They're not going to have a hell of a lot of utility, but AK-47s can come out. SKADE initially just seemed a little bit out of gas. Oh, that was so close. Literally less than half an inch away from hitting that headshot right through the wall. Spelland's going to be the first man in, trying to escape from the back of this smoke as a trio of kills come in, and Phoenix can't hold up any defense. Mighty Max needs more than just the one, throws in the smoke. But nobody going for the cross just yet. The bomb still a moment away from this bomb site, and Mighty Max seems aware that this corner is being contested. As he tries to take the smoke, it's Rainwaker instead to catch him off guard. Surreal now. It's all a matter of how much damage can he do. Doesn't look like Phoenix will have a lot of money going into this next. He hasn't got the nades to isolate these players, so maybe an HE could have taken Spelland out of the round, and then perhaps a headshot here or there, and then this becomes very doable. But changing up his position, trying to make his way through connector, but it's been spotted. Rainwaker knows about it. A great round from him. 3 for 3 for Rainwaker, and a 6-2 scoreline here for both sides. Yeah, someone has definitely made a mistake in chat. Train is definitely not T-sided. Yeah, I would say that it's fairly heavily CT-sided. You'd probably be expecting... Well, if you take double digits on your CT side, you can be happy about that. I think 9-6, 10-5, depending on where the pistol round swings, is probably the break-even. Very easy cleanup. Nobody from Phoenix finding any damage. Yeah, Train, it's been in the map pool for maybe most of the last 5 years, 4 out of the last 5 years. And during that 4-year tenure, Train's only ever been T-sided for literally a period of like 2.5 months. And that was during the Astralis Virtus Pro era, where they were trying to battle off near and around the first E-League major, where they met in the grand final. Teams had kind of figured out the T side of that map, but it's been completely rejuvenated since then. It's been changed completely up and then kind of reverted back again. It's always been really CT-sided apart from that like tiny little anonymous era. And yeah, the old train was heavily CT-sided. You'd be happy with 3 rounds. That's T. So it's going to be an attempted execute of the A-bomb site here. Just the pistols from Phoenix to try and hold this one up, and Robin's going to be the first to fall. Trying to stand his ground. Oh, that is a Krieg salvage, so Crucial could do something here, but he hasn't got the body armor, and also getting spotted out. Rafty finishes him off as the final man can't connect. A nice little triple combination to finish off 4 players there. 4 rounds for SKADE. As the panic didn't really ever seem to set in for SKADE at any point there. They lost those first 6 rounds really quite quickly, but finally catching some footing on T side. Nice combinations from their players. Raftu up to 11 frags here. Just whittling down those pistols. They're feel-good frags. They give you the confidence to go into these rounds with your head held high. You can see that Rafty once again just playing all on its lonesome towards the A-bomb site. And Danny, that is so nasty. Robin taken out of the server. Rafty's already been spotted, but allowing them out of A main is a real mistake here. It means that you have to take the gunfights, and SKADE just finding 1 frag after 1 frag. Rafty once again bursting his way onto the A-bomb site, finally taken away. And Phoenix, they need to scrimmage here. They need to find a bunch of kills. A 3 versus 3, and Denny Slaw's still doing double damage. Another 2k, this time onto Mighty Max. And that leg is not really going to favor Crucial. They needed that kill. As the bomb gets baited down, Crucial looks to try and swing in, but so many different angles to watch. Rocking, he gets legged as well. This could have been round over. It's Rocking and Denny both on 19 and 16 HP. But just like that, it all turns on the flip of a coin. SKADE 5 to 6. And that's so unfortunate. When you've got an AWP and you leg 2 players and they're the final 2 players left, if you shoot them just 1 inch up, they're gone. That's the round. That would have been 7 to 4, but apparently not. 6-5, SKADE closing up this gap once again. You see Phoenix with pistols. A good start, but starting to eventuate into a dodgy CT half. Couple of kills coming in. All for SKADE though. The pistols just not connecting again. Unfortunately, yeah, Phoenix had a really good start there, but they've had, well, 3 of these rounds that SKADE will now take. 3 out of 6. If they can convert this 2 versus 5, which surely they should. 3 of 6, sorry, of these have actually been the ecos, the half buys for Phoenix. Their economy's been really shaky, and this is the only thing that gives any sort of favor to the T side, is you're probably going to be playing against pistols in half of your rounds. And SKADE, that's the advantage of taking round after round after round and eliminating the whole of the Phoenix side. Usually a CT half on train requires a lot of saving. You're probably spending, in the rounds that you've lost, maybe a third of your time just saving towards IV, saving towards CT spawn, but Phoenix have been going in for all of these retakes and just failing in all of those situations, so it means that they've not got any bonus weaponry going into either of these rounds, and again, every single weapon taken out of the server, which means that Phoenix have to go for full investment in this one, and they'll only have the 3,400 loss bonus if they lose it, so Phoenix aren't going to have a full buy going into round number 14, and it'll mean another pistol buy. Or a force. They're just as bad as each other. That's why, although you wouldn't really encourage teams to save. It's not the most exciting Counter-Strike. It's so important. You can see that Phoenix right now just aren't really putting in saves, just trying to manage the retakes. And once again, trading evenly on towards the A-bomb site. Rafi rocking, both finding shots, but Phoenix holding their own. Rainwaker's the real X factor here, right behind the defense. He's moving towards CT spawn, and as long as Denny can actually run distraction, Rainwaker can burrow his way right inside, and this trigger discipline's absolutely nasty. He knows exactly where Robin is, of course. He's watching him from behind, but he's seeing if he can get 2 for 1 here, and just not seeing anything. This is a bit of an awkward angle now. Crucial. Oh, finally turns around. Both these players are low. That's the full HP player gone out of the server, out of the equation. And Robin, needless to say, his position's been heavily compromised. He finally goes down as well. And he seems to know where Surreal's playing from. 45 seconds left on the board. And Rainwaker just watching the angle. God, Surreal's so close to dying here. That could have been the round. And the timing just working out perfectly for Surreal as he does edge his way onto this A-bomb site. But it's all a ruse. It's all a fake. Rainwaker, where does he want to go? He looks to want to challenge Surreal here, but there's not enough time to check every one of these angles. Surreal might have just done it. Yeah, catches him off guard. Bit of a messy spray down, but it will be 7-6. Yeah, unfortunately here for Phoenix, they're kind of treading water in this first half. They're not thriving. That 9th round that they're pretty much desperately looking for at this point is a number of rounds they need to make this a good half. SKADE have already succeeded in their efforts here on the T side. They get sprayed away from Surreal, who does get a 2 for 1 trade, but Thomas stood out in the open, just instantly gives it away. As his AWP now taking control. You see how confident Denny's playing. He's not found double-digit frags just yet, but he is taking control of this B-bomb site, taking this game into his own hands, watching these crosses, and Phoenix just locked in a box, unable to go for this until the latter round as Denny, this is a key shot, forced into the open, taken by the nade, and Rockin can't convert, so it will be another one for Phoenix. Oh no, they haven't got it! No kits! Oh, that is so heartbreaking. You can see that nobody could have afforded it. Maybe Thomas could have. Yeah, Thomas could have bought a defuse kit. Instead kept $650 in pocket. So maybe that could have won them the round. You never know. It's really hard to criticize at that point. Not going to make that mistake twice. SKADE really getting away with that one. It means that they are going to post a really good T side. 7 rounds is exactly where you want to be at. I'd say SKADE right now pretty firmly in control. Denny looks so comfortable with that AWP. Again, scoping away Ivy. Mighty Max didn't even know what hit him. I like the way Denny gets that initial information, knows that Mighty Max is jumping left and right. Mighty Max has no idea. Denny's just hidden right behind that Molotov. And he gets all of the early information. Mighty Max doesn't know what's coming. And boom, gone out of the server. Yeah, no kits is a bit of a dodgy one on the CT side of trade. You know that you're probably going to have tight-knit rounds. And knowing that they had no kits, why did Phoenix play the retake so slowly? They were up against the AWP, and I know that the nades did some good damage there, but yeah, could have very easily got into that bomb site quicker. And it's one of those head-scratcher situations where you kind of wonder, what's their mindset like? They were pretty firmly ahead at the start. And SKADE right now are kind of bullying this Phoenix CT side out of the server. Crucial. Oh, finally putting together a double combination, but turning us back to A main. There's more players to find. Rockin' and Denny can look to close him in, and there's the damage. CZ75 takes so long to get out, and he does finally find the leg. Rocking low on HP, taken from the back by Surreal. So Phoenix eking out a win on the CT side, but that's not good enough. You really need to look for maybe 9, 10 plus rounds. And a couple of awkward mistakes have really haunted Phoenix in this first half. Crucial, 20 kills. Opening frag for SKADE. Good way to start your CT half. Phoenix now going towards this B-bomb site, wanting to combine with a couple of kills. And obviously you've got to kind of burrow rocking out of position. Nade is actually going to whiz past, but do heavy damage onto Robin, who gets taken completely out of the server. Crucial. One, but done. As Mighty Max soon to fall as well. SKADE, they've leveled up the numbers. And now I think we'll see the CT side come alive. Remember how easy it is to chain back-to-back rounds when you've got that money going. That was the thing going for Phoenix right at the start, was that money was rocking and rolling. They had, I think, 6,000 on each of their players, and then SKADE one by one started to little and little that TT economy. Taking it back. And now 8-8. Very likely going to be SKADE taking the lead for the first time here. Might be getting aggressive, but those nades looking in good. There's M4, you get close and personal, but up against the pistols, you can easily get overwhelmed. And a couple of kills coming through. Phoenix once again, keeping this CT economy honest. But most of the kills found on the M4s right there, I mean, it's not going to be masses of cash for SKADE. They're going to have to go for reinvestments here in the 18th. I'd like to see them buy up some extra M4s. Yeah, Raftu's going to get one. Rainwaker as well. So yeah, 4 M4s in this one against the 5 AK-47s from Phoenix. Lots of rifles for lots of players. And I've got to say, this is almost a must-win round for Phoenix. They need to get onto the board fairly early if they want a good contentious start in this next map. Early in the best of 3. You know that you're up against it on the T side of train. Couple of shots in. Phoenix playing a very different approach. Last time SKADE were getting like incredibly aggressive in towards main, just pushing and prodding onto that A bomb site, finding these opening frags, and Phoenix playing this a lot slower, more meticulous, playing somewhat of a buddy system. You see Max and Crucial just maneuvering their way through Ivy, but they're gonna have to counter this crossfire. And Rainwaker's ready and waiting to take whatever comes out of the receiving end of this smoke. He's holding this corner close, and the crossfire's now gone, and he knows that Mighty Max is in, but smoked off. Rainwaker has to back off. And Surreal actually hits the shot. Isolated over on the A bomb site there. Thomas finds another. Spallen's obviously got just an SMG, so he gets taken out of ground. And Rainwaker needs to punch in for more than just the 2. He needs an ace, and it's not going to happen. Phoenix, a key round there in the second half to get them back on the board. Yeah, on the T side, if you can't get those early rounds, sometimes the CT economy can just spiral out of control. If SKADE had taken a really convincing performance there, then Phoenix would have been back to the pistols. SKADE would have had a real opportunity to snowball that economy out of control. Right now, they're forced to go for this eco. Just no money invested whatsoever. And it also puts 2 rounds on the board instantly for Phoenix. That means they've actually got somewhat of a chance. They're not fighting a massively uphill battle now. They will obviously have to face the CT side with a lot of gun rounds coming up. This 20th is going to be one of them. We'll see the AWP come out. Danny's going to be holstering that one. Spellin only 6 frags. One of those key rounds that Phoenix won in the first half was Spellin's missed 1 versus 1 against Mighty Max. And Phoenix, oh, they're stepping up the pace instantly onto the A-bomb site. Thomas doing the preliminary damage. And Spellin's able to slap right back. Just criticized that man. As Denny's able to punch in as well. SKADE CT side, it's not lying down and rolling over. The utility usage is really damn decent as well as Mighty Max falls the same fate. This T side's now falling apart. Molotovs and smokes, but nobody's playing towards connector. It's not going to have any real impact. Someone's playing in from behind instead, and that's a key shot. But you see how quickly SKADE have wrapped around and rotated away from this A-bomb site. Denny even punching in the first frag. Crucial a 1 versus 3. But he's the man that you want in this situation. He's had a beautiful first half. 25 kills already. And, oh, there's the first. He even jumps for it. And he spots out man number 2 right over the top. Can't connect. Crucial just dodging left and right, ducking and diving, but getting taken out of place by the AWP. It's SKADE with 10. Matching double digits here in the second half. Ten to 10. Another pivot situation. Phoenix, if they lose this one, they're not going to have a lot of money going through to these further rounds. SKADE likewise. They've spent their bottom dollar to get out a pretty decent buy here into round number 21. Remember, guys, I am watching this Twitch chat, so if you've got any questions, if you want to get involved here in this final series of the year for me, then come on, ask your questions. I'm here to meet and greet over the next couple of hours. I like these nades popped into the pop dog position and Thomas just diving straight down. Usually this is a hard position for a T-side to burrow into, but the fact that Thomas falls right off it after spending so much utility to get down into SKADE's face is a little bit questionable. It's like buying a product and then giving it back away for free. What's your favorite Home Alone movie? I don't know. I've not watched a Home Alone movie from start to finish. I've got to be honest. If you're talking about like Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, like a Christmas question. Crucial actually doesn't spot out the foot there, but yeah, Rafty walks right into it. I think the Sixth Sense might have reined in right there. He can actually like see his toes under the train, but I don't think he had realized it. And Phoenix started to find some decent kills. Thomas, another headshot onto the A-bomb site. And iRock and Rainwaker, they've got a lot of work to do. This is going to be an eco in the next if they can't manage this one. Rainwaker catches both Robin and Thomas. And Crucial, another clutch situation. A follow-up 1 versus 2. He's got the AWP in hand, and he's trying to rotate throughout this A-bomb site, but Rocky knows that it's coming. Spots him peeking, pushing, and it is going to be an 11th round for SKADE. I think Home Alone is one of these like classic Christmas movies that everybody's watched apart from me. There are some really crazy movies that I haven't watched. I haven't watched Inception, which I feel like every single person on the planet has watched. I've not watched... What are other classics? Lord of the Rings. I've never watched Lord of the Rings. Any of those movies. Or The Hobbit. In fact, I think I watched The Hobbit on like a plane to the US a couple of years ago. It was like the only thing on the little board. Robin being taken out of play early by Denny. But again, Denny's got to be very cautious. His teammates are falling all around him, toppling, and he needs to find a couple more frags, but Thomas ends him as well. Rainwaker, finally another 1 versus 2, and what a no-scope! Mighty Max taken out of the equation. And Surreal's trying to close in for this frag, but Rainwaker's got his way out of there. He's going to change up and maneuver his position. Wants to change it up towards A main, apparently. Moving from behind. Surreal salvaging the C4, but he's going to go towards the B-bomb site. Rainwaker doesn't know that this is coming in here. So he's pretty much towards the opposite end of this map. As Surreal taps in these digits, he's going to realize incredibly late that it's not towards A. And yeah, very late in the day. Also, the audio cues being given. Surreal very close to that left-hand wall. Means that he will know exactly where Rainwaker's playing from, but low HP, only 1 bullet needed here. Surreal really has to hit the headshots, but he's hidden away on this B-bomb site. Smoke away, and he's going to peek it with a nade site. Rainwaker just not getting in. You saw how late to the party he was on that B-bomb site. C4 planted, and he only had really 10 seconds left on that bomb. Just walk in with the Molotovs out. I would have loved to see him just let go of that HE at some point. You've pretty much got like a 1 in 6 chance of winning that round. If you drop a nade correctly. I don't know if you throw it up towards heaven, just onto the bomb site, dunk it down ramp, but if you've got a nade, you might as well use it. Thomas with all the information right now. Moving straight out of A main and spots out Spellin. Finally gets taken out of the pack. Phoenix, despite a really dodgy CT half, just not letting up on the pressure going into number 2 is Surreal finding more and more frags. Only Rafty left, taking the pistols all out of the server. Rafty finding the only frag of the round for the CTs, as he does put together a couple of headshots before finishing things off. It'll be 12 to 11. Phoenix quite nicely staying in this map. You say it is kind of double damage. SKADE don't just have the rounds running out, but the money's also running out. They've not got a lot of money going into this one. 1900 loss bonus after trying to force up pistols. But it's... You know, this one's probably going to be ripped up as well. Knowing that this was an A stack. Need to just get the C4 towards a B bomb site. Thomas just trying to keep this AK safe. He also spots out rocking. Just very easy combination here on the A-bomb site. Phoenix putting all their heavy lifters in. Shutting down a bunch of players. So 13 to 11. Phoenix convincingly staying in this map. It looked to be all said and done. SKADE did so well on their T side that I thought that they were probably going to be able to just cruise this one back, but Mighty Max once again catching Rainwaker sleeping, Spellin next to fall, and this A bomb site all just crumbles. SKADE just putting together no opening frags and finally dropping that bomb, but it might be too little too late. Mighty Max puts together another frag. It's Denny versus the world. He gets caught from behind, and Phoenix are 14th. And just a really quick, decisive T-side. Phoenix finding all these kills, making this look like a T-sided map. And again, SKADE's money very low. Wanting to put together a half buy here in round number 26. Rock and Denny Raftu with the Kevlar. Spannon's obviously got that Skype, but Rainmaker wanting to put up no real investment into round number 26. It should allow Phoenix on to map point here on train. Definitely no guarantee of anything here. These rounds can always fall apart, but with AK-47s and the M4A1S, you'd be thinking that this is all said and done. It's going to be Phoenix with 4 map points here, but Rocking only the one with a pistol. Denny also gets taken out. So these pistols now need to chip in with godlike retake. Can't see it happening. The Molotovs in prime position to lock SKADE out of this B-bomb site for the penultimate time. Very convincing stuff. Crucial's been such a monster from start to finish, but what an opening map from him. Deagle gone. By the way, all 3 players from SKADE dying right there were the only members with Kevlar, so Phoenix pretty much doing their job. Spellin, like, does he have to keep alive this guy? I'd probably just go for the investment. If you lose it, then you're gone. There's nothing left. SKADE now need 4 in a row to even get this to OT. So Phoenix, very fast T-side, all things considered. And once again, Robin just ripping into this A-bomb site. SKADE doing absolutely nothing here on the defense. The double AWP setup needs to post quite a few frags, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Denny, he drops. Rainwaker even gives away his position. He needs to find more than those legs, and it's not going to happen. Rocking 1 versus 4. This one's all said and done. Phoenix, they're going to take map 1 here. What a performance here on train. It looked to be impossible halfway through right there, but just a combination, a cocktail of good, simple situations, and from start to finish, just taking it down. That was a really weird game for me, because Phoenix, quite a weak CT side, all things considered, only taking 8 of those rounds, and you thought, oh, even then SKADE taking that pistol round, you thought, maybe this was just all said and done. I thought that maybe that was just going to roll over, and that was probably going to be a pretty one-sided game with SKADE just rolling over the pack. But Phoenix sort of had a second win there in that game, just walking onto those bomb sites, really just abusing that A defense with speed. And obviously SKADE didn't really have the utility to slow that T setup. So no initial Molotovs into main, no real utility usage, and I don't really know what to say about that defense. Either way, it's a best of 3 at the end of the day. This is the opening matchup, and SKADE really being outclassed there on train, especially on their CT side where they just couldn't get anything rolling. Either way, at least one more map coming up right after this break. It's going to be Mirage, so between these 2 teams, I think pretty much anything can happen. Inferno will be the 3rd and final map if we need it. So SKADE, they're going to have a second win in this series if they've got any chance of closing this one out. Either way, we're going to go to a very short break, so don't go anywhere.